Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Beau again. So, I've had questions messaged to me from young men asking me what advice I give my kids, my sons. Well, first, there's no right way to live your life. Somebody will always have something to say about it. Ignore them. They mean nothing. I guess it's pretty important to understand that you're not getting out of life alive. If you think you are, we probably need to talk about that rather than general life advice. I'd suggest the experiences of life are more important than the material. Good and bad experiences. Embrace them all. Learn from them all. Experience them all. Some experiences have an expiration date. When I was 17 or so, I canoed a couple hundred miles down this river. It was pretty defining. I tried to recreate that experience later in life. I've been on that river a dozen times since. It was never the same. That adventure took place when the world was still new to me. I hadn't seen as much. So have your adventures when you're young. They'll mean more. I don't regret many things I've done in my life. I regret the things I didn't do. It's the risks I didn't take that I remember. Anything worthwhile will have some risk associated with it. It could be physical, it could be emotional, it could be psychological, or it could be that all-devastating blow to your ego. Don't go through your life without getting hurt. Only experiencing the life available within the bell curve, it's just a waste of oxygen. Take advice, but let nobody, especially your current friends, determine who you get to be. Be selective with who you call friend. For the term to have any meaning, you have to be willing to put it all on the line for them, and them for you. Your attitude is more important than anything. If you live a full life, you'll find yourself down, you'll find yourself beat up, you'll find yourself in bad situations. Keep moving forward. Never stop improving yourself, even when it seems pointless. When it comes to love, love who you want, how you want. Don't let your heart ignore your head or your head ignore your heart, but certainly ignore your friends. Don't let your peers influence who you love. They don't have it any more figured out than you do. At some point, somebody will rip your heart out and stomp on it. Cool. If it never happens, you failed at love. At some point, somebody you are completely infatuated with will not be interested in you. Move on. I don't even chase my whiskey. Remain forever curious about everything. No knowledge is wasted, and that knowledge that you gain should change you. If you can't look back on the person you were 5 years ago and see a marked change, you've wasted those 5 years. The answers are only important if you ask the right question. Don't let others frame your thought. Always ask the bigger question that's being ignored. And it doesn't matter what you believe. Your beliefs mean absolutely nothing if you don't act on them. Make the move to uplift all people. Don't be afraid of competition. Putting someone else down doesn't actually elevate your position. And remember that you will change the world. That's not some motivational cliche. The choices you make will shape the world. Make sure you consider that when you're making them. At some point in your life, you'll be tested on a deep level. Remember, just as every other moment in your life, your entire life prepared you for it. It all led up to that. The advice for my daughter, it's the same. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good night.